My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? I made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you.
What's up, y'all? Just in case y'all catch on, y'all come over, watch the replay. It is here. Welcome to the channel. We are here to talk about Saykina Thompson. Was this jealous? Well, we know now it's jealous and outrage because she has now been sentenced. Within 48 hours, she was sentenced for killing 23-year-old Kayla Hodges back in 2022. She had showed up at Tamarack, Florida, and she had unalived this young lady. They were both seeing the same man. She found out who this woman was, being with her husband. And for the simple fact was that she decided to follow her. Well, she didn't follow her. I'll take it back. My bad. Good morning. She went to her apartment, met up with her. They had an altercation. Saykina took a knife and she unalived Kayla and took off her clothes because she had a lot of blood on them. She was pregnant at the time. She took off her clothes, right? So Saykina took off her clothes and she put on Kayla's clothes before she left. She put on Kayla's clothes and left the crime scene in her clothes. And there's a video of her walking down. So I'm going to read this to y'all. Then we're going to go to the verdict. She has been found guilty on murder charges. She is facing life. All right. So a jury on Tuesday found a woman guilty of first-degree murder and killing her romantic rival back in 2022. In Tamarack. Saykina Thompson, 31, was convicted in a July 2022 killing of 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson. She could face life in prison. Hodgson family cried tears of joy over the verdict and hugged each other in the courtroom. We just so thankful in this moment that the jury was able to see the story of what it was and that Kayla didn't deserve to die the way that she did. Prosecutors accused her of flying to South Florida from New York days before the murder with the intent of killing Hodgson. They said Thompson was jealous and Hodgson was dating Thompson's ex-boyfriend. During the trial, jurors had hours of closing arguments that were centered on whether Thompson planned to kill Hodges and on whether Thompson acted in self-defense. Now, I think she was out. And then I'm not sure if she was out or they caught her and then she got indicted, but we're going to go deeper into that too. July of 2022, prosecutors argued that Thompson surprised Hodgson at her Tamarack apartment at 5 a.m., confronted her about the two women dating the same man, and then she unalived her to death. She stabbed her to death. Being violated in your own home is a sanctity of, and violated in your own home in a sanity of your own home is a scary thing, said Tanya Johnson, assistant state prosecutor. What's even scarier is being attacked, being brutally murdered in your own home, and that person getting away with it. Defense attorney insisted Thompson did not start the fight, and Hodgson struck Thompson over the head and cut her stomach. They said the killing was unfortunate, but it was also Thompson's attempt to save her life and the life of her unborn child. She thought, oh God, she coming for me and my baby. This is her, that says her defense attorney Ross. That's when she grabs a glass and she blacks out. She knows she slashed. She did not say anything. She didn't, because that she can't tell you. The order that it happened in, this fight was a mutual fight. The state said Thompson tried to conceal her identity at night by coming into the apartment and had in a hat and a COVID mask and used a fake Uber account to get there and back to her hotel. The defense countered that there was no evidence. Thompson brought a weapon and that Hodgson let her into her home. Okay, so that is what happened. Let me see if I can pull up some videos of more details. And we are going to play this video right here.
Up real quick, and my jaw did stay in place because this is Saykina Thompson, and she's, well, not the brightest bulb. She found out that Kayla Hodges was talking to the same man that she's talking to. She tried to reach out to Kayla, but Kayla blocked her because, ma'am, I don't know you. It's not that deep. You really can have them. But no, Saykina didn't just pull up to Kayla's house. She booked a flight from New York to Florida to talk woman to woman. And yes, she claimed self-defense. Saykina, this might be the very definition of premeditated, baby. You had so many chances to calm down. When you were on your computer comparing flight prices from New York to Florida, you could have calmed down. When you drove to the airport, you could have calmed down. When you were in that TSA line, you could have calmed down. When you sat in the middle seat next to babies coughing and screaming and crying, you could have calmed down. When you landed, you could have calmed down. When you were booking that lift, you could have turned around at any point. One different decision could have changed your life and could have saved Kayla's life, right? But instead, Kayla is gone. A mother lost their child, and you too, Saykina, because you gave birth while you were in prison. So you have also now lost a relationship with your child. That's two families shattered over someone who couldn't calm down and control themselves. Well, that was fast. Guilty of first-degree murder. The jury wrapped this one up real quick, and my jaw did stay in place.
State of Florida versus Saykina Thompson.
A burden lifted.
We, the jury, find as follows as the defendant in this case. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree.
Guilty is what this family has waited to hear for more than 3 years.
We finally have some justice for Kayla.
A jury found Saykina Thompson guilty of killing 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in 2022. Prosecutors argued Thompson surprised Hodgson at her Tamarack apartment, confronted her about the two of them dating the same man, and then stabbed her to death. Hodgson's family cried tears of joy in the courtroom Tuesday. They hugged each other tight because a guilty verdict is what they prayed for.
We're so thankful in this moment.
This does sound like the Donna Lee Dotson case. Exactly. Good morning. It does sound like that case where the same thing happened to her the same year, the same month. And I believe it happened in Jamaica. And I wonder too, but I know it's not as big as the one I'm talking about now, Donna Lee. When she was in Jamaica, and the same thing happened with the girlfriend showed up to her apartment in Jamaica and did the same thing. She didn't fly, she just showed up. I think she stayed in a different part of Jamaica and showed up and unalived her. And it was the same year too. But for her to catch a flight, pregnant with this man, baby, she said it was her husband. So obviously after she did this, they got married. Because when Saykina took the stand, she said, yeah, my husband, your husband. Very male-centered. And now you have a child with this man. Your child is a toddler. Now you might be gone for life. And guess what he gonna do?
Moment that the jury was able to see the story for what it is, that Kayla did not deserve to die the way that she did.
Defense attorneys insist Thompson didn't start the fight. They say Hodgson hit Thompson first and cut her stomach with a piece of glass. When Thompson took the stand earlier in the week, she admitted she killed Hodgson because her life was in danger and she was pregnant.
She thought, oh God, she's coming for me and my baby. That's when she grabs the glass and then she blacks out.
After the murder, Thompson admitted she changed into the victim's clothes, cleaned up some of the scene, and that she was too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash. A life taken too soon. Years later, the family says they got justice.
And the moment I heard guilty, it was what we all needed for closure in this moment to move forward, to start our healing process. It's been a long 3.5 years.
State of Florida versus Saykina Thompson.
A burden lifted.
We, the jury, find as follows as the defendant.
So now your child, if you know, but you went, and this is why people are calling her male-centered, because, and I'm gonna play a video. You didn't ask your man to stop. You went to ask her to stop talking to your man. You didn't ask your man to stop contacting her. You didn't ask your man to stop cheating or I'm gone. You went to go talk to her for what? For what? That's male-centered.
Prison. And he has moved on and is engaged.
Yep. They're not together no more.
Hours of testifying in her own defense, Saykina Thompson told jurors she was jealous of.
She's still saying it like this is her man. This man, this is her, the unaliver. This man is with a whole nother woman. That's why I wanted to go deep into this. Get right. This man is with a whole nother woman. He was with her. He's not with her no more. They have, I don't know if she kept the baby. The baby was, I don't know. The way that I watched her clip, she's still talking like this man belonged to her. This man is a whole nother relationship, but she's still talking like this is my man. What?
The relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop.
Say it with me. Male-centered women are dangerous. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Male-centered women are dangerous. Thank you. Because to not... So let me give you the rest that y'all didn't see in the clip, right? She's with a man, right? This man starts cheating on her with a younger woman. I believe that she's 28 or something in that ballpark. The young lady is 23. You hop your happy ass on a flight to pull up on another woman at 4 a.m. And she claims her intention was to talk at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. You went to that woman in completely black outfit, a face mask, and a baseball cap. And then after she stabbed the woman to death, yes, she stabbed her to death, she changes into the woman's clothes and then goes back to the man that she just killed that woman for. And the part that gets me is I seen like clips of her in court and stuff, and she just seems so unbothered by it. Even the way in which she answers questions is.
Yeah, she still talk like I got him. I was with him. She still talk like there's still some dealings too. I watched it and I was like, why is she still like her mannerism and stuff is like, that's my man. He might be engaged to that person, but if I get off, I feel like if she would have got off, whoever he engaged to would be in danger. And she'll be in danger because she's going to always feel like that is mine. I'm glad they finna lock her tail up. She's crazy.
Very much like, I was jealous. And she tried to paint it as self-defense. She was like, she attacked me first. You showed up at that woman's apartment at 4 a.m. by the man. Let me tell y'all something right now. It's never that deep. It's never that deep. I don't want him. I don't want him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I will never argue behind no man. Because let me tell you something. If a woman ever feels emboldened enough, if a woman is with your man, or if a woman feels like she can go toe to toe with you about her man or a man, that man has made her feel that way.
Yep. Exactly.
So you can have him. Listen, I'm not even arguing about no man. Honestly, I find it quite embarrassing. I find it quite fucking embarrassing and despicable. Like if a woman ever called me by the man, I'd be like, bro, you could do better. You could do better. Because what is this phone call gonna do? Listen, I don't want him. I don't want him. But baby, you gotta do better. Like, it's so embarrassing to go to another woman. It's embarrassing to argue with another woman over a man, but to kill a woman over a man who you
Embarrassed.
now don't even have.
You finna have you a girlfriend in prison, honey.
Pick me women have 2 brain cells and they never touch. Prison.
My thing is this. Ain't no man that special for me to lose my life. You out here doing you. I go for life. I lost. You're still free. You do whatever you want to do, see who you want to see, go wherever you want to go. I can't. I'm getting told when to eat, when to get up for the rest of my life, when to go to bed. What? Like, you have no freedom. Why would you do that to yourself? Crazy. And I talk about pick me all the time. And I might need to do another one because this is very
Hold on right quick. I want to go to
male-centered.
Google and see how many men are left on the planet. Google says there are 3.97 billion men in the world. That was as of 2021. I don't know if the numbers have dropped yet, or maybe they rose. And according to Google, 166.1 million dudes are in the United States of America. This is to say, never ever could it and should it ever get that serious. Her name is Saykina Thompson, and she unalived her ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend, Kayla Hodgson. Miss Ma'am took a flight from New York to Tamarack, claiming that she came there to confront the woman about the dude. Obviously, common sense tells you that no, she came over there to take that woman's life. But she came to the woman's apartment at 4 a.m. in the morning, and Kayla let her in. Ladies, don't you ever let a female come into your apartment talking about she want to talk about a dude. You should never be alone with somebody who has a mutual interest in the form of a man. She came over there wearing all black and a face mask. She had every intention on taking that woman's life. I've had male-centered female friends before, and let me tell you something. When God gave me the way of escape, I got up out of it. Typically, my way of escape would be the man talking about me, because dudes like that, they don't like women who have confidence at all. So they'd immediately start complaining about me to the female. In one particular case, I had a friend that was getting ready to have an event, and she did not even invite.
I have plenty of those stories. I just had a conversation yesterday with someone I know, and they were telling me, and I had to explain to them. They were telling me I'm the wife. They acted like they the wife. I do what the word say go. I say, baby, if he's sitting here talking to them like that, he gave them this word, since the word say go, that it is okay to do that. And number 2, whether you have that ring or not, sweetheart, if he's still entertaining others and treating you lower than he treats them or on the same level, nobody is winning in this situation, regardless of what you think you have, because he already showed you what the hell it was. Therefore, be a single woman. You have your whole life ahead of you, honey. Trust me, you're not missing a thing, because I'm going to tell you this. And I told them straight up, there are women who would unalive you for your spot and think that's the best spot in the world to them. You have a ring. Give that to her. Let her have it. You go get better, because I guarantee you she going to realize her life is suffering. Being with him is suffering. The things that he's done is suffering. I'm not finna sit here and keep competing for something that was given, but you're telling me as my husband or my man, I have to keep competing with my spot with another bitch because you're ready to get out. You might as well go about your business. Excuse my French. You can leave. You can leave. I just wish women would stop. Not all women. I wish certain women would say, okay, you know what? That's it. It does not hurt to be alone. Okay? It does not hurt to date. It's getting scary out here. And there are women who, and I'm gonna have this conversation Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna do a longer live on the how I feel like male-centered women are incorporated with women who are raised to be. We had this conversation last Sunday. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to be in the church. You have to, like, you gotta let him lead. You have to, you know what I'm saying, groomed to be that, and they became male-centered. Some women who were groomed to be that are not male-centered. And I'm gonna do a video with the difference, because Growing up, I have seen women who would say, I'm just going to stay because he's a good man. He take care of the bills and I don't know what to do. I was raised by women. Shout out to my aunties and my mother, and shout out to my aunties on my daddy's side who are very strong. I don't give a darn. I promise you I will figure it out. I promise you I have a degree and I can walk away. I promise you this ain't that. This ain't it. Oh, trust me. And they ask questions. I was always told, ask questions, challenge the question. If you feel like it's a lie, ask it in a different way, and then there'll come another lie. You'll know. I'm just so glad because some of these women are being held to cuddle, to say, girl, it's okay. At least they chose you. At least he loved you. No. So me competing for a spot that you came and bothered my peace is loving me. I don't want it. You can have it. That's okay.
Me to the event, and I kept asking her why. You keep telling everybody about the event in my face, but you have yet to invite me. Even standing in my face, you wouldn't invite. Why? Because her dude was coming and he didn't like me. Our relationship didn't last a month after that. Those type of women would do anything to be with a man, especially if they have a man that they're idolizing. They'll do anything, and I do mean anything, to be with that man. They will annihilate or eliminate anybody they feel that is in the way of what they believe to be their happiness. This is why the Bible tells us to love God with all of our heart, mind, and soul, and to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. God also says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. When you don't follow those principles, you fall into the trap of idolatry. Consequently, you won't love God, which means you'll easily sin against him, and you won't love yourself. And because you're
now that I have to disagree, we're going to talk about that too, because there are women that are, some women, not all. Ladies, if you are Christian, please don't get mad at me. Some women that are not all that do idolize the man that are in the church as well. They idolize that man. We talked about it. I did a video about the black church a little. It's in there. The idolization of man started. Okay. So that's why I always say have the relationship with God for yourself, because you will understand what's for you and what's not. So we finna show y'all what Terry looked like, who is the man that Saykina had unalive for. Now this is allegedly supposed to be Terry. Ladies, when y'all see Terry, y'all gonna be like, girl, please. I'm gonna share my screen. I to beware.
This is you.
Hold on.
This is so embarrassing, y'all. Look at this. This is Terry, by the way, y'all. This is Terry. This is, you see this foolishness? This is who Saykina Thompson unalive Kayla Hodges over. This is who. This is the man. Like, girl, you threw your life away for this man? Was there no one left on the earth? And you said it's gonna be the one right here. Girl, that's embarrassing. This is so embarrassing, y'all. Look at this.
I'm gonna see if I can find her TikTok.
Girl. Oh my gosh. And look at the date. This is crazy. Ladies, learn how to walk away. Learn how to walk away. There's other men out here. Learn how to walk away from BS relationships, okay? He's giving me like this Marcus Houston vibe with the haircut. And y'all was fighting over this man? This was the prize?
Child, let me see if I can find her page. Hold on, y'all. We finna go over there. So before she left, she was taking flights. So we finna go be nosy. Let's be nosy together, y'all. We gonna go both of them.
That's me, morning face.
First time trying this charcoal toothpaste. It was cool. This is something that I had packed. I don't know, something about like travel size stuff. I fuck with it. I have a love-hate relationship with it though. Luckily, I always pack everything. Thank God that I had some pads to use for the toner.
Oh, they do make better.
I gotta get used to these voiceovers. Anyways, that's my primer I use.
So
It's
she
by
wish she
Laneige. It's
did
their
have a
serum.
time
Surprisingly,
machine.
it's really good. And I wanted to try out this oil control primer also. I put in the...
I want to say something, point something else out too, and I want y'all to pay attention with certain male-centered females. Most of the male-centered females have a glow up to where they wasn't like some of the men. We got to put them in the same box. When I say there are certain men that are not getting no play, you can tell they're not getting no play, and they never was that guy, so they go out here and flaunt their stuff around. The males, some male-centered females are the same. They were never valued like that, or they were never saw what they would think as the pretty girl, or the guy that they wanted never picked them. So when they have this glow up, they get chose to be picked, and then they become male-centered or pick-me's. Okay, I want y'all to remember that. I don't want to make nobody mad, but that's the truth.
Jesus Christ, like, oh. Anyway, this is a little hack, y'all. I forgot my brushes. So, use a little Q-tip. Highlight the highest points of your face and your tear duct, all that. First time using this Evian spray. This is how hard it came out. Like, when I mean I held it back so far, the shit was like shooting at my face. Shit was crazy. The girls that get it. Travel size perfumes, they definitely come in handy. And I love the Louis travel size perfumes. They last long, especially like the fact that the sprays are so potent.
Because she is staying there.
That's what I'm wearing, this vanilla peachy shirt. And we're on our way to the arcade. I honestly gotta stop breathing so heavy in the camera for y'all. Like, this is...
All right, let me stop for they copyright me. What? Okay, here we go. Now, this is her texting Terry in February. He ain't texting back. Now, I don't know if Kayla was visiting New York from time to time. Now, Kayla baddie. Kayla is what y'all see in my thumbnail, the girl with the black. She's 23. Now, I don't know if he met her during a visit. We're going to go. That's why I'm on this young lady's page here. And then we're going to go to Kayla page. I feel like they're going to tell more of the story. But around that time, I believe he was talking to Kayla. Remember, she unalived Kayla in July. All right. So it says... She say, dead ass, embarrassing as F, ain't even claiming you no more. You a B, too friendly. Find a way to bring my bag. You a walking embarrassment. She capitalized walking embarrassment. Walk around embarrassment. And turn around, it was on some oppie-ish. I told you I really know Queens. So he wasn't just talking to Kayla. He was talking to somebody in Queens, New York as well. So he was cheating with another girl in Queens, but she probably didn't know who that girl was yet. Okay. She probably didn't know, but she knew about Kayla. But who is to say that maybe Kayla was in Queens or no family had family in Queens, and then she went to New York because she lived in New York. So she probably did move from New York, Queens, New York, and went to Florida and went to, you know what I'm saying, visit her family and probably met up with Terry. That's what it seemed like she met up with Terry. They got a little pop and they were going out having fun, doing stuff. And she went back home to Florida. I'm tired of being effing humble to you. Just because I'm not outside as much, you think I don't know people or people don't know me. You piss me off so much. I hate you. It's the favorite New York term. Suck my, y'all know. Didn't I tell you to take back your likes also, you stupid B? That ain't all she said. He say, "Don't worry about coming with me to the baby shower. I'm going by myself." So they got RSVP for a baby shower. So she put the ha emoji. "What makes you ever think I was still coming with you?" He said, "Okay." He never said nothing else. Like, act like you effing know me, ninja. You should know my pride just as high as yours. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm surprised she didn't say dead ass. Funniest ish. You said all day. Good one. Laugh out loud. Blocking me ain't gonna change some shit, my guy. Yeah, he blocked her after that. He say, "You effing weird, nigga." Yeah, they from New York. She said, "Leave me alone forever. Can't be with you, son." He said, shaking my darn head. She say, "Sup my eater, bozo." He say, "You a effing weirdo." She said, "Yelp." Till I start slapping everyone I really got a problem with, and then you'll believe me, right? D-head. Stupid always. Stop D-riding everyone. Dummy. D-ass. Leave me alone. I told you the dead ass was coming. Word. We'll never be great because you're an effing liar. He said, "What about you?" Then this is where he put the thumbs down, y'all. He put the thumbs down. She said, "And you can't keep it a buck because you're a cat." I'm not gonna read that word. Laugh out loud at "what about you?" Thumbs down. You'll never get the same me again because you put with me every time. You put me last every time. So basically, he ain't want her no more with the thumbs down. He like, "Girl, I'll never date you again." He said, ungrateful to say, "Oh God," meaning he done, baby. She said, "You legit don't. You're ungrateful, period, to me. It can all be so simple. All you do is complicate ish with us." He came out and told her, "Baby, it's never simple with you." Like it's never simple. He saying, excuse me, he's saying, "Baby, it's always hard." She said, "Yeah, you started all the problems first, so you'll never get simple anymore. Honestly, I'm not a simple bee." Laugh out loud. You knew that when you signed up, though. Psychotic. Baby, he was telling you without telling you he was done with you. Let's see when she got arrested. We finna go here. I think it's when she got arrested. Oh no. She didn't post nothing. I want to find a timeline when she got arrested. Let me see, y'all. I'm gonna play a video. We're gonna go to her page. Let me see. We gonna keep looking. Now she talking about me texting a new ninja. I don't know if nobody wants you now, baby. You'll never get them back. I don't think nobody wants you. Let's see. Child. She very interesting looking. Oh, he probably. She won't be eating good no more and getting flowers no more. She finna be in jail. She'll be eating good in prison. She might have a girlfriend, but I'm gonna say this though. I just thought about something. I feel like she told them what she did so she can get a lighter sentence. Normal 9 times out of 10, she got guilty. She might not get a full life sentence, y'all. Most people that do say, "Yeah, I did do something to somebody," the reason why they tell that they did it is because they won't get a life sentence and they can make a plea deal. Depends on what it is. It depends on what they say they were going to give her to. Let me see if I can find Kayla. And I'm finna go find on Tamarack her if she was ever released. Okay, we're gonna look at. She has an IG page, but I'm gonna let y'all see the video, and I'm gonna see if I can find her IG. Playing.
Kayla's IG page. Rest in peace, Kayla. This was just so unfortunate. If you look at her IG page, she was all about travel, enjoying her life, having fun, living up to her best life. But look at her bio. It says, God got me. This is just so sad. Rest in peace, girl. What's so crazy about this case is both of these women are very beautiful. And for some reason, Saykina, who is the person who unalived Kayla, was also beautiful. So it's like, girl, you could have got any man you want. Like, literally. You was messing with Terry Funky self. By the way, I posted Terry on my page. So take a look and give me a follow as well. But it just seems like also Terry is not really innocent in this whole thing because he was literally playing both women, which really isn't fair at all. But at the same time, I mean, also just know, ladies, you can walk away from people like that. Just know your worth, make good decisions, and just move on. But again, this is Kayla's IG page. Rest in peace.
Let me go to this lady page right here. Also,
all right, guys.
But I'm not leaving it, but I want to say we are going to talk about the turkey leg cut. Saykina Thompson, I got pictures and some information, so hopefully I can show it on here and they won't flag me. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow, y'all, because me and Nakia killing my nerves. Okay. I'm on Kayla's page before we go look at Terry, Mr. Terry Derry over there. Not the Terry we know, that's another Terry. So yeah, she's young. It looked like Kayla was about her bread. They said she was a flight attendant and she liked to travel. So she had a great job being a flight attendant traveling. I think also one of the things I saw, she used to be a bottle girl. She was a bartender, okay, before she started traveling. So when she started, it looks like to me, because I was hearing some of the background, she was a flight attendant, and then she probably did traveling bartending as well. So Kayla was about her bag at a young age. Kayla was 23 years old when she passed. Kayla was about making her money. Kayla wanted what she wanted, and she was going to have it. Shout out to this Virgo over here. Okay, all right, girl. That is a typical Virgo. Typical Virgo. All right, let's go, child. Let's go look at this man, honey. Shout out to the Nisi who is posting these.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn ugly ass on. Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I just want to know who told him to get that hairstyle from 1993.
All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for blowing up my videos. I really appreciate the interactions with you guys. But guys, please hit the follow button. I'm currently at 224 followers. I know I could easily be at least about 500. It is thousands of y'all watching my videos, and I appreciate the videos, reactions, the likes, the comments, but please follow. So what I find interesting about these videos Saykina has posted before she unalived Kayla is, for one, she was creating a moment, this little beef between them, this invisible beef, because Kayla was not participating in this beef at all. If you can recall from the court records, Saykina was mad because Kayla actually blocked her when she reached out to her on social media. So some of these videos I found on her page were pretty much posted right before she unalived Kayla. So if y'all remember this Nicki Minaj sound, it's pretty much saying, pretty girls gotta go ahead, even if pretty girls speak to me, something of that nature. And it's just like, why are you creating this moment of this invisible beef? Keep in mind, Kayla was in her own lane, and it's just like, she really didn't want to have anything to do with this girl at all. All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for blowing up my videos. I really appreciate the interactions with you guys. But guys, please hit the follow button. I'm currently at 200.
But are you willing to compromise within a relationship? Compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason? To compromise for what?
Step 2. But are you willing to compromise within a relationship? 2. But are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is
She said, I love when she said that. She should have played the whole thing while she was trying to be funny, but she did compromise for Terry. But like she said, shout out to Eartha Kitt, may she rest in peace. She say, just because she started laughing. She say, haha, because I have a man, I should compromise? That's funny. Because I have a man in my life, you think I should compromise? She said that was hilarious. She sure did. I'll never forget that. She said, compromise for what? Because I have a man? Yeah, that's what they were saying. He goes some more.
Y'all are being mean.
Eat. Ugly.
Oh, she got capital homicide, y'all.
He fucking that shit up.
Oh, God. Stop, y'all. Y'all are being mean.
That's Saykina and Terry.
Throw hands, right? You know that I 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 throw hands, right? You know.
You talk about me.
A lot of them in jail.
Thinking I ain't gonna go look on their page. I be looking at y'all page, and y'all can't talk about me because a bitch just be talking about me. Thinking I ain't gonna go.
All right, guys. Girl.
Child, let's see if she got some more before we go. No, she ain't got no more. We saw those. All right, I'm finna stop sharing that. Okay, so Miss Thompson is charged with capital murder. Capital murder in Broward County. You can go look this up. Tamarack County is in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. So this is her court docket. She from Kingston, well, New York or Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, we're gonna go into it. And she has murder in the first degree. She was not in custody. She got out when she got discharged, right? So I guess because she used the self-defense thing. But then when she went back for court, she is held without bond. So she's in jail now. And she has capital murder, grand jury indictment. Okay? She pleaded not guilty. Let's go here. Let me see if I can pull this up, y'all. Now, another thing that she tried to get off with was because of the perp file, because it's loaded, my bad. Florida has stand your ground and self-defense laws. But where she messed up was she went to her apartment. So there's no self-defense there. Okay? Let me stop sharing here. Now, this is what she signed to go to court. Okay? Foreign charges were given by the court subpoena caption case on the 14 days of this year. Let me go to this one. So she signed paperwork notifying that she will be locked up. That's her paperwork. Where's the inquiry form? Let me let that load up. It's a lot of documents she had to sign that they posted today. So I'm trying to get it pulled up. Let me go to the verdict. They posted her stuff. Oh, they finna send her up the road by the Monday. No, they not playing. She probably on her way up the road wherever she gonna be at. I'll look it up. Okay. So she probably got to wait till she get a sentencing. Is it this one? No. This one. This is the verdict. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged. That is signed off. Let me see. Let me see. And it says, during the course of the crime committed, the defendant has possessed a deadly weapon. Yes. And they notified that. So this is what they make you sign. So it was signed by a foreperson. Yes. Her ass is going to lock up. They got her to sign all this stuff. Now, she does a request for new evidence. Here you go. The new evidence was the silk robe that belonged to her. There you go. She said it was self-defense, but when she changed her clothes, she left behind her silk robe. Let's go to the deposition. All right. God. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Now, this is the deposition. So basically, this is what they put up here. It was said, circuit court deposition in order in Broward County, Florida. She's going to remain in jail, meaning they're going to handcuff her as of that day, and they're sending her to jail. There was a trial by jury, convicted jury. She took it to trial. And she will be, so she will have a sentencing by November 20th. Her sentencing day is November 20th. So she got convicted, but she is convicted now of capital murder. And as you see there, PSI ordered is November 20th at 8:30. So she will have her sentencing at 8:30 at the courthouse on November 20th. Let me see what this is. Yeah. She returned back to court for sentence that day. She signed a paper notifying that. I'm trying to get everything else because they have other stuff too. Let me see the worksheet. File record of trial proceedings. They blacked out. I think that's the shirt, the clothes. So that's blacked out. You can't see that. They showed what she had on. Let me go all damn. Okay, we're going to start from November 2022. She has been in and out of court since. So this is her arraignment. She went to arraignment on 2022. There no documents for that. She had her hearing status that she was going to take it to court for, and then in 2023, they gave her the time of when she was doing her trial. She put a motion to withdraw some records that they were looking into her. So basically her lawyer and everybody was having a conversation and with witnesses and stuff. So she went to trial. Her trial has been going on since September 24 of 2025. So they've been having jury trial all the way up. And her sentence, dang, they just changed her sentence and I thought it was the 20th. Oh, they're gonna make her sit in there. And her sentencing is December 19th. They just put it on there. So she go back to court December 19th. Remember I said it was the 20th. They changed it to the 19th. They pushed it back. I don't know why, but they pushed it back. So starting from August 25th, 2022, she had a grand jury indictment that she was indicted. So they realized it was her from text call information and all that. She got indicted in August. So it says in the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit of the state of Florida for Broward County at the July through December term 2022, therefore of the 25th day of August in the year of 2022 to wit, grand jurors of the state of Florida inquiring in and for the county of Broward, state of Florida, upon their oath to do present. They decided to charge her with the first-degree murder, August 25th, 2022. On July 13th, on the 13th day of July, in the year 2002, AD in the court of Broward, state of Florida, did then in the unlawful and felonious form a premeditated design to infect the death of a human being, and they blocked out the name, did and murder Kayla, that is her name, by inflicting multiple sharp forces injuries, and in the course therefore did use a weapon, knife or sharp instrument, contrary to section 782.04 and 775.087 of the Florida statutes. And it was signed off by the judge. For a person, the judge and the attorney, they all signed it off, DA, to go ahead and get her ass picked up from New York to Florida. So she was indicted on the 25th. They had instruction sheets on what to do and what she was there for. So if they see her or when they go pick her up and send somebody to pick her up, they sent it to New York and they say, hey, y'all, we have a warrant for Ms. Thompson's arrest. We need a New York police officer, because she lives in New York, to go ahead and pick her up. And we would like for you to extradite her here to Florida for her charges. And I don't know if she flew. I don't know how they do that. I'm not sure, but I believe they flew her from police officers, or got on the plane with her, flew her to New York. Florida Police Department or Broward County Police Department was there, detectives and all, handcuffed her, switched her over, and sent her to jail. That's how that worked. But if they were like state to state, they would have just drove her there. So she had no bond. She was picked up from New York. Let me show you. She was held on no bond. She had a bond amount the first time. Well, I'm sorry, she didn't have a bond amount. And she was picked up because she got to go to arraignment court. So they picked her up from Queens, which they say she was at large. She didn't go into hiding. Let me see. I just looked at that. I don't know why they posted the same thing. Okay, this is her booking report. Here we go. Hey, Latoya. This is her booking report. This is her booking sheet. They picked her up on the 19th. Let me fast forward. Yep, they picked her up. So she got Bible verses on her left and right arm. Yeah, they picked her up. That is what her paperwork looked like when they picked her up and they got her. They say there was some probable cause found. They got a lot of paperwork. So it says the state of Florida. This is the man in impeachment information. Okay. Impeaching it. Sorry, it says comes now to accuse Saykina Thompson by and through his undesigned counsel in demand hers demands the state of Florida to reveal the following: all material information the state possesses or control, constructive or actual, that tends or negate to defense guilty, all material evidence. So they basically saying, listen, we have evidence that it was her. We have her clothes. Yes. It was from New York to Miami. It was from New York to Miami. It wasn't Philly. It was New York. She left. She got there at 5 a.m. So it's a 2-hour flight from New York to Florida. 2.5 hours. Well, New York to Tampa is 2 hours. It's 2.5 from New York to Florida. And I think she left around 3 in the morning, and she caught a flight to meet up with her. And this is how they know that she did that, because of Kayla's phone. And it tells everything in the text messages. They have that. They have her clothes. The clothes that had blood on it, they knew was not Kayla's. They knew that for a fact. So that's that she had, and she left her silk robe. That Kayla apartment had a video camera of her coming in and out, and you can see that she changed her clothes when they did that. They had everything on her. I don't know how she stayed low. I don't know who she stayed with, but she wasn't even at her apartment when they went looking for her. So now they're saying that the vendor found an affidavit with the clerk. Yep, she was. And first she said she was pregnant. Then I don't even know. I wonder if she had the baby, because I ain't seen nothing about a baby. So I'm gonna go through some important stuff here. The clerk has informed the vendor there's a $50 public defender application. Child, one thing about Florida, you're gonna pay for being in jail. I don't know why. They sent all her information. They informed her charges. They informed her court date she got to have. They informed her that she can get an attorney. They informed her all that stuff, so they wanted to put there. And the reason why they put this in there, that they did inform her and have her sign that paper, because if she said she wasn't informed of anything, she would be in jail. She wouldn't be in jail at all. And that'll be their fault. They'll get in trouble for that. So they had her sign all this paperwork. She did have they had a notice of appearance. So I think she did get out, and she had a notice of appearing in court. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. When she's supposed to appear, go to court dates and all that stuff of appearance. So it says appearance and written plea of not guilty, waiver of arrangement, demand jury trial. This was she should have just took a plea deal. Now I don't know what they were trying to give her, but they're saying that the defendant files the written plea of not guilty and waives formal reading of the charges and requests 15 days to file the appropriate motions attacking the charging document. Defendant additionally demands a trial by jury. I hereby that a true and correct copy of the foregoing was electronically delivered. They sent it to the state, to the not detective, Lord Jesus. They sent it to the district attorney office to where she say, hey, whatever plea they gave her, that's what I'm trying to think, if she was really pregnant. I don't think she was. Right. And I think she did get out. Because I think she did. The thing is, I don't know what agreement. I'm gonna have to start my other live later. I don't know what the agreement was. I don't know if they wanted her to do 15 to 20 years instead of life. They probably was going to give her 15 years. And she didn't want to take the 15 because in her mind, she didn't do nothing wrong. That's her man. That is her man. Her mind. I ain't do that. Hey, Sexy Queen One Mile. I didn't kill her for that. She was trying to attack me about my man. That's what she played against. So whatever the deal was, she should have took that. Because now ain't no telling. So she drew her file of on November 7th for a public defender, and she let them know that she has a lawyer. So she didn't need a public defender. She had her court notice of hearing that she went to, which was January 11th of 2023. She said it was done that she had a bond they gave her a bond on November 7th. So she bonded out on the 7th. Okay. They ain't put her written statement. She filed a state demand notice of alibi. And then to discuss. So we're going to look at the submission first. Let me see. Okay, so this is all about her attorneys and information and stuff. I'm not going to put that up there. That's what that is. Yeah, that's who that is. We're going to move on. Okay. Did she write this? Who wrote this? Child, this look like chicken writing. She turned the plea down. She did. I think she turned it down because she would have got less time because she admitted to it. That's what she messed herself up too. Okay, so she did this November 7th. It said charges all counts. She said this is her thing to withdraw public defense. And they granted it that for her. Where's the note? This the notice of alibi? This can't be the notice of alibi. Okay. Let me see if I can read it, y'all. So, I don't know what her alibi was. Yeah, she took it to trial. She felt like she didn't do nothing wrong, so she took that plea deal and took it to trial, which was crazy because she could have just took the deal. She do got crazy eyes. Now, this is what I'm finna read because what was your alibi? I'm gonna fast forward as y'all see the state of Florida and all of that, right? So I'm going down to where it says, hereby makes demand upon the above named defendant to file and serve upon his and her attention to offer evidence of an alibi in her defense to state in such notice specific information to place at which the defendant claims to have been at the time of the alleged offense, and to state as particular as is known to the defendant in his or her attorney names and addresses of the witness on whom the defendant proposed to establish such alibi, as particularly as is known to as for prosecuting attorney to place date and time of the commission of the crime. Within 12 hours aside of 4 a.m. on 7/13/2022, she was near that girl apartment, as y'all see here, as of July 13th. So she's saying that she was near, but she wasn't at her apartment, meaning she didn't do it. That's what she told them at first. I ain't do that. That's what she told them at first. This is supposed to be her alibi. She was near the apartment, and evidence of alibi shall be served upon. So basically she's saying I was near there, but I wasn't there. That's what she first said. Until they ran them video cameras. Some of her stuff is sealed right now, so I can't really go into it. She had what about breast? Wait, what? So she had the baby, y'all. Okay, this is weird. I don't know why they put this. So she must have had the baby, and I'm gonna tell you why. Baby ain't gonna know his mama. Okay, so it said that this cause come before the court upon the defendant's motion for breast milk being fully advised. In premise, it is ordered and adjourned that this motion is granted. Terry Thurman shall be granted permission to pick up Saykina Thompson's breast milk at Paul Reen Detention Facility. Ms. Thompson recently gave birth, and Mr. Thurman currently has custody of the child. She has a child with Terry. Terry has the child. So yes, Terry has custody of the child. I believe when she went for her first hearing, because remember she got out, and I think they picked her up when she got indicted, which I read in November of that year, to where she's still sitting in there. In 2023, then she got back into court. I don't know what happened to where she got back into the detention center. She did. I guess she was out just to have the baby, came back, and now she is breastfeeding the child. So that was the day of March of 2023. So the baby is 2 years old. This man is now engaged to a whole nother woman, raising that baby. Yes, he is engaged to another woman, raising that baby. I don't know if that baby will ever see his mama, get to know his mama as of next month. By December, we will know. I'm finna see how she got locked back up, but there is some things that something happened because there's some orders that are sealed. She did something for her to go back, because remember she's on bond, so she did something. She got a reconsideration of bond. Let's see why. We're gonna see why they took her bond away. We finna see why. Because I'm like, breastfeed, she locked up. We finna see why. I don't know if he called the police or he took the bond money back and he bonded her out and then he found out what she did. I think that's what happened. The defendant in proceeding form is above style calls a petition to the honorable court to set a recognized bond pursuant. Bond set at a higher 5 figure. So they took her bond back. So she got bonded out on what okay. 2 things I can think of. Dang it, I wish they would answer the phone, because I know they could break this down more better than me. She bonded out, because remember we saw that. Forfeited the bond. I believe that's what he did. I think he waited to see if that baby was his, waited to see when the baby was born, and then she did something else and forfeited that bond. Or they decided to do it because her charges are now not, let's say she had first degree murder, right? But then it went from first degree to capital murder. So Broward County say, yeah, it changes things. We're going to have to push that up. So she's been in jail since 2023. Yeah, 2023. I say January of 2023, she's been in jail. Yeah, they changed it. They changed her charges. That's why I'm looking at it now. She had a jury trial they changed it to capital murder. So it wasn't what they gave her the first time. So yeah, she been going through this whole thing. She got a motion for her attorney to withdraw. She wanted to withdraw. Let me see, y'all. So she basically saying that irreparable differences has arisen between the undecided counsel. So she had got another attorney, another lawyer. Yeah, she got another lawyer. That's what it looked like. So the lawyer she did have didn't work out, and she let them know that she wants she's getting another lawyer, and this is the form that she got another one. Then that one, he wasn't talking what she wanted. And yeah. She was so she drove to the girl house. Okay, no vehicle record. So she didn't drive. She don't got a property to put up to pay for any fees or any of that stuff. Child. Letting them know she don't get any money for anything that should be coming to her while she's locked up. So yeah. What was her assignment? It's a lot on here, y'all. They had her do a lot of paperwork. So she been sitting in jail for 2 years to her court date. I'm gonna end this live here. We're gonna do a part 2 and we're gonna break down her stuff. Exactly. I'm gonna see how I can get it to cook. Like I say, tomorrow I'll be live 3 times as well. So tomorrow, we're gonna get into. I'm gonna have to change my time for the breast cancer. Hold on, because it's gonna overlap. Yeah, I'm gonna read more of it. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna see if I can get into the one for Holly court thing too, because I think they still add, and they might not add to after trial, just like they did this young lady's also. But I'm gonna try to get into that as well if it ain't sealed, because then you can ask for that to be sealed. Hold on. Let me do the save the boobs at 11:30 my time. But we're going to read more of it. I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to do hers, finish hers tomorrow. We're going to finish Saykina Thompson's court record first. And then let me see if I can pull up Holly's while I'm sitting here. Because, but yeah, we're going to go deeper into that. Because people, everybody, well, let's say this and that, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. What I have learned over the years, that court document tells everything you need to know. They load it up every week. Every week they load it up. It tells you everything you need to know. When I say everything, everything. If you want to know anything about anybody, you feel like, I don't know about this person. You feel some type of way, you want to know something about them, just look up their name in the system. It'll pull up. It'll pull up. I'm going to see if I can find hers. But we're going to do a part 2 tomorrow. It's somebody else I want to, well, I looked up, what's his name? It wasn't much. But we're going to look up both of theirs tomorrow. I will be back at 11:30 in an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed this a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in Save the Boobs. Save them, honey. I'm going to give y'all some, tips, because as Black women, they're saying we're the #1 for breast cancer. So we're going to talk about it. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your jeans and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God.